Well, all this week on his show, Rob Schmitt is exposing President Biden's dangerous border policies as migrants continue to flood across our southern border in record numbers, Sean. And Rob Schmitt joins us now to give us a further preview. Rob, welcome to the show. Good to see you. So last night, awesome to see Jason Jones, who gave us incredible access to Texas DPS, the struggle that they're having every day. What can we expect from tonight?
So tonight, last night we talked a lot about the high-speed chases. Jason showed you guys, they're dealing with constantly high-speed chases here, there, everywhere. Just cars full of migrants bolting across the road, going 100 miles an hour. Sometimes they get into accidents where people get killed. This is all part of what's been inflicted on this country, this arbitrary decision to open up this border, everything that Biden and the left has been asking for, they're getting right now, and it's causing so much misery. Tonight we look at the misery in the specific areas along the border. Some of these towns that you hear about that just have a few hundred people that deal with, 1,000 migrants a day coming across. Jason was messaging with us earlier, said he's standing on a pile of garbage in one community that's just been created by smugglers and the people coming through. And also talking to ranchers tonight and people that live in these communities on the border where, when you have, if you have hundreds of people running across your land every day, it's, the left keeps insisting that these are all just asylum seekers, which we all know is nonsense, that probably less than 10% of these people are actually seeking asylum. They're just coming here for financial reasons, or they're moving drugs, or for whatever agenda they have. But you don't know who's coming up. And the Border Patrol catches all the time people that are terrible people, that are criminals, that are pedophiles. You're hearing of terrorists from other countries, suspected terrorists from other nations. Imagine having those kinds of people potentially running across your land. And what happens if they get pinched? What if they see your house and they're being chased? Imagine what that feels like for those people that live along the border. Again, most of the people in this country don't live on the border. We can just remove ourselves from this and it becomes background noise, this story. We're trying to really isolate what it's like to be there tonight.
Rob, I know you guys have done a lot of prep for this series. Yeah. In doing that, what, if anything, has surprised you the most?
I just think the thing that I think is most impactful about this story is the fact that it's arbitrary, that this is inflicted on this country, that there are people that are Ivy League educated, left-wing radicals that run this administration and are running this border policy, and they have an experiment of open borders they want to try, and they're inflicting so much pain on this country and so much pain on people from other countries as well. You hear the stories about how many people are sexually assaulted on this journey. They're spending all of their money to get up here. I do also think at the end of the day, this country is about to move into a recession. We talk about financial stuff on my show all the time. I think a lot of these people that are coming up here for this quote unquote better life are going to find that there's not enough work and there won't be any good paying work here very soon as this country moves into a recession that could last a couple years. So I think the fact that this has all been inflicted on this country, that it's all just a show for some high-minded liberals that want to try globalism and open borders out is the most dangerous part of it. And then I think the part of the story is when you hear about the towns, like a town that has 500 people in it that's on the border, and they say they get 1,000 people a day that come through their town. Think about, when we say invasion, that's the big banner is invasion for this thing. That's what these Texas communities, these counties are saying that it is. And to them, it is an invasion. It might not be in Houston, but if you're in a small county on the border and you've got tens of thousands of people running through every day, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Well, we'll be tuning in tonight at 7 p.m. Thanks for shedding further light on this crisis. Good to see you tonight.
Good to see you.